everybody, Jason here from Ghostbusters News, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Funko Pop vinyls. And thus far, this line, it includes 6 different figures, among them Ghostbuster Phoebe Spangler, Gary Gruberson, and franchise original Ray Stantz. And they're joined by some pretty nasty spectral threats, including newcomers Pukey, Gaka, and an adorable Mini Puffed. And we're going to kick things off here with Gary Gruberson, and much like Paul Rudd in Frozen Empire, this Funko Pop, it can be seen wearing the Ghostbusters khaki flight suit. Detail-wise, for a Funko Pop, he looks pretty good. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow, and looking at that uniform, you'll spot a Gruberson name tag. Other Ghostbusters staples include the military belt, elbow pads, and really here, there's nothing too much to argue about. Turning him around, we have Frozen Empire's upgraded Proton Pack. This includes things like the yellow bumper and the caution striping found on the power cell. However, there seems to be something missing. And it's likely a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where in the heck is his Neutrona wand? I mean, maybe in Frozen Empire, there's a scene where Gary, he's just wearing a proton pack and there's no wand attached. I mean, maybe that happens? Or maybe it's possible that Funko, they forgot it. They messed up. Up next, we've got Egon Spangler's granddaughter, Phoebe Spangler, who's looking a bit older now. She's been sculpted with slightly shaggier hair, matching up to her big screen counterpart. When it comes to her body, you're going to find similar details as like Gruberson, but Phoebe here, of course, she does have her Spangler name tag. And wouldn't you know it, she's got a Neutrona wand in hand. It does appear to be the upgraded one that we've seen in the trailers, which does include that silver metal shroud on the tip. Turning Phoebe around to the back here, her Proton Pack, it includes an entirely different sculpt than what Gary had. Also the paint app, it's totally different. With the biggest change here being the fact that the Cyclotron cover, it has been removed. And this is a detail that we did see in Afterlife when she's working on that Spangler pack. She's got that top cover of the Cyclotron removed. However, in the most recent Frozen Empire trailer, there is a shot of Phoebe likely wearing this, and yeah, it's quite the sight. It's sparking all over the place, probably just filling the firehouse up full of radiation. Definitely probably not the safest. Now, rounding out the human characters, or should I say the actual Ghostbusters, we have got the heart of the Ghostbusters, Dr. Ray Stantz. And right here, I kind of want to do a bit of an evolution showing off the previous versions of Ray's Funko Pops. And personally, I feel like the second release, the one in the middle here, it is the best Ghostbusters pop vinyl made yet. From that decked out military belt to Ray holding the ghost trap to the ecto goggles found atop his head. Seriously, it does not get any better than that one, but this glows in the dark. So, yeah, maybe this will be my new favorite. And we're going to get to that glow feature momentarily, but first, let's take a look at Ray's head. This time around, they've given him dark black hair with a little bit of gray found on the sides to show age. And in keeping with him being older, there's also some various wrinkles throughout the face. He does have a more casual look here, no longer wearing the flight suit. There is a decal applied to his chest which reads Repossessed, which, as revealed in the recent Empire magazine feature on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Repossessed is the name of podcast's new Instagram channel. From there, taking a look at what is in Ray's right hand, we've got the Golden Orb. Now, in pop vinyl figure form, it doesn't really look that golden. However, this is the part of the figure that glows. So let's go ahead and hit the lights. Continuing here, it is time to get spooky, as we're going to be taking a look at the film's Big Bad Gaka. And from a character design standpoint, let me say, Gaka is toyetic. Like, from what I'm seeing here, this does not really feel like a Funko Pop. I mean, it looks great in packaging, and I should also note, the Funko, they did include an iced over backer. But you know me, I've got to open everything up. There is that iced over backer, and here is Gaka. And having it out of the box, so far, this is my favorite amongst Funko's Frozen Empire assortment. Sculpting detail looks great with the big horns. I love the bright blue eyes in contrast to the surrounding shadows and that hellacious mouth. I mean, with those recent Frozen Empire trailers, we finally got a really good look at this thing, and yeah, it's horrifying. And Funko, they did a phenomenal job at adapting it in their kind of cutesy form. Despite the fact that for me, this figure is anything but cutesy. Really like this elongated, almost alien body with the extra long fingers. And then there's like this lower half accent, and I've already stated in other videos that it gives me a retro 1980s movie monster vibe, and to say the very least, I am sold on it. Now up next, swapping the horrors, that is Gaka, with something a little bit more adorable, albeit sickening, we've got Pukey. And to me, Pukey, he looks like one big potato with arms and legs. There's some slight discoloration throughout, some spotting, which makes me kind of think, is he rotting? What you see here is pretty much what you get when it comes to the detail, with pearly white teeth poking out of the top of the mouth, as well as those Funko customary beady little eyes. And I think from a design standpoint, Funko, they nailed this one here, and Pukey, he adapts so well to pop vinyl form. On the left, obviously, we have the Funko, and then on the right, we've got Pukey's reveal from the most recent batch of trailers. And for our final figure today, we have got this mini puffed, and this one, I've got some mixed feelings about. You see, while I do love the idea of this mini puffed, of this figure, it's being sold as an oversized release. What does that mean? Well, pretty much all the other Funko Pops, they're selling for like $12. The going rate on this mini puffed, however, which is inside a plastic hamster wheel, is $30. And that's a bit ridiculous because getting him out of the box, it reveals that, well, he can totally fit inside a standard Funko Pop box. Like, really, there's no reason he should be $30. I mean, if Funko, they wanted to sell him for a slightly higher price point for the added plastic because of that hamster wheel, sure, yeah, I'd get that. But 30 bucks? That said, the figure, it is one of the better mini puffed offerings when compared to the previous Afterlife releases. We do know that in Frozen Empire, the mini puffs, they do return, and no doubt they're going to get into hijinks. Whether or not this scene, it does play out in the film, I guess we're going to find out when it hits theaters on March 22nd. But regardless, let me say it's a pretty fun concept, despite the fact that the wheel, it doesn't actually move. Yeah, so pretty much with this one, this is it. There's no play feature, nothing. I mean, I really wouldn't expect that. With Funko, they're more about, you know, display and collecting. But again, $30. Well, I'm not a big fan of the mini puffs price point. I do feel as if, though, this line, this new assortment from Funko, it's pretty fun. With my favorites among them being Ray's Stance, Gaka, and Pukey. And of course, if you'd like to grab any of these for your Ghostbusters collection, we do have a direct purchase link, and it is down below in this video's description. With that said, that's all I've got for you for this one. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters news, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is also down below, and we'll see you right back here next time.
Quarter hook and ladder company 8. Ghostbusters news is the keeper of the gate. Listen up, ghosts. Jason's here to seal your fate. After he gets all the day's updates off his plate. What do you do when the ghosts have been busted?